Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into the real story of a nation that has completely mastered the art of bridging its ancient, storied past with a booming, modernized present. We're looking at a civilization that has evolved through the centuries, standing today as one of Europe's absolute most admired countries.
So what exactly happens after centuries of conquest, immense glory, and running a massive global empire? I mean, when the dust of history finally settles, how does a country actually go about redefining its identity on the world stage?
Okay, let's dive into this. The answer is a resounding yes, and modern Spain is literally the living proof of it. It's this incredible place where ancient castles seamlessly meet futuristic architecture, and where deeply passionate traditions blend perfectly with modern innovation. That unique charm is exactly what draws millions of visitors to its borders every single year.
To really get a grip on this fascinating country, we're going to hit 5 key pillars today. First up, Spain's democratic transformation. Then, innovation and economic power. Third, the ultimate travel destination. Fourth, the golden era of football. And finally, living history and our conclusion. That's our roadmap for the complete story of modern Spain.
All right, Section 1, Spain's democratic transformation.
To appreciate where Spain is today, we really have to understand the historical weight it carried. The 20th century, it was not easy for Spain. In fact, it brought enormous challenges. The nation endured a devastating civil war, massive political unrest, and literal decades of dictatorship. Those events left deep, undeniable scars, shaping the generations that lived through them and setting a really complex stage for what was to come.
Let's move on and see how this builds, because after the death of General Francisco Franco in 1975, Spain began this remarkably rapid transformation. The country boldly embraced democracy, adopting a modern constitution in 1978 to open a brand new chapter of peace and progress. And then, a massive milestone, 1986. That's when Spain officially joined the European Economic Community, what we now call the EU. That membership was an absolute catalyst. It accelerated economic growth, funded major infrastructure, and turned Spain into one of Europe's strongest democracies today.
Moving on to Section 2, innovation and economic power.
We're leaving the history books behind for a second because modern Spain is far more than its past. It's a global leader across multiple major industries. We're talking cutting-edge renewable energy. They are total pioneers in wind power, advanced automotive manufacturing, and fashion. Chances are you've got something from a Spanish brand like Zara in your closet right now. Today, Spanish architects, brilliant engineers, and ambitious entrepreneurs are actively shaping global industries.
A prime example of this modern innovation? The AVE. This is Spain's high-speed rail network, and let me tell you, it's a true technological marvel. It stands among the fastest and most extensive train networks in all of Europe, seamlessly zipping you between ancient cities with lightning-fast, modern efficiency.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this staggering number right here, 50%. When we talk about agriculture, Spain produces nearly half of the entire world's supply of olive oil. Half. That is a massive global footprint originating right from the sunny groves of the Iberian Peninsula.
Okay, Section 3, the ultimate travel destination.
Let's slow our pace just a bit to talk about the sights and sounds. Every single year, more than 80 million visitors travel to Spain. To put that into perspective for you, that is almost double Spain's entire population. That staggering figure easily makes it one of the most visited countries on planet Earth.
And honestly, it is incredibly easy to see why. Spain literally offers something for absolutely every type of traveler. Down in Andalusia, you've got those famous white villages and the stunning historic palaces of Seville. Up in Catalonia, specifically Barcelona, you're surrounded by unmatched artistic beauty. In Granada, you can wander through the breathtaking Alhambra. And for nature and food lovers, you can hit the Canary and Balearic Islands, hike the rugged Pyrenees Mountains, or just sit by the Mediterranean crushing some authentic paella. Every single region has its own totally distinct traditions, architecture, and unforgettable stories.
All right, let's pick the tempo back up for Section 4, the golden era of football.
Because if there is one cultural force, one single sport that undeniably defines modern Spain on the global stage, it is football. The country is home to some of the absolute greatest, most historic clubs in the sport's history. We're talking giants like Real Madrid, FC Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid. Their beautiful, flowing style of play has inspired millions of passionate fans worldwide.
But that dominance definitely doesn't stop at the club level. The Spanish national team went on this unprecedented, historic run, stringing together 3 massive international tournament wins. First, they grabbed the UEFA European Championship in 2008. Then, they conquered the globe, lifting the FIFA World Cup in 2010. And to cap it off, European champions once again in 2012. This remarkable legacy was built by absolute icons, guys like Andres Iniesta, Xavi Hernandez, Iker Casillas, and Sergio Ramos.
And finally, Section 5, Living History and Conclusion.
So, the crucial point is, these facts aren't just fun trivia, they are markers of a civilization that has fundamentally shaped human history. Think about it. Spanish is the second most spoken native language on Earth, connecting hundreds of millions of people. Spain boasts a top-tier number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. You can eat at the world's oldest continuously operating restaurant right in Madrid. And the awe-inspiring Sagrada Familia, it's been under construction for over a century.
At its very core, Spain is a profound land of contrasts. Its timeline stretches all the way from the first settlers of the Iberian Peninsula right through the mighty Roman Empire, Al-Andalus, and the Age of Discovery, all the way to the thriving modern democracy we see today.
And this brilliantly illustrates how you can see these incredible contrasts living side by side every single day. You have ancient kingdoms operating within modern bustling cities. You can stand next to a royal palace and gaze out at a totally futuristic skyline. You can experience the deep, soulful traditions of flamenco one evening and watch high-speed, world-class football the next. Timeless history and endless innovation, just perfectly coexisting.
Spain's journey is one of resilience, transformation, and pure inspiration. Every castle, every cathedral, every single street tells a story waiting to be discovered. And that is exactly why millions of travelers return time and time again. They come not just to see a country, but to experience one of the world's greatest living histories.
So, I want to leave you with this thought. What part of this extraordinary world will you explore next? Thank you so much for watching this explainer. Keep learning, keep exploring, and I'll catch you next time.